What happened to your shoulder?
It went up and felt fine when I went up. Didn't feel too good when I came down.
So did anyone hit it, or did it just come out of joint?
No, it just kind of came out a little bit. I mean, it's been bothering me a little bit for a while, but right now it's just it's a little achy. And
you went back in. You took your first shot left-handed. You took a couple dribbles right-handed. Did you test it?
Figure out what makes it hurt. Sitting on the bench, just kind of moving around, trying to figure out what's going to activate it. I couldn't find it, but normally when I find it, then I know how to play around it. What do you do now? I know you talked to Gary and you're spending time. What's the next step? Just a little bit of therapy. Yeah. You probable for Friday? Too early to say? What do you think? No, I mean it's too early to say. Man. We don't know. Have you done this before? Have you had this particular injury before? Yeah, I mean average 40 a whole month with a torn labrum. So.
Did you aggravate it on the dunk, Kobe? Did that aggravate it?
You're saying that happened earlier. Do you remember before the skim that you were feeling some stuff?
Yeah, I've always had some shoulder issues, tendonitis in the shoulder. I mean, there's a shoulder I had operated on a while ago. It's always given me a little bit of problems, but be fine.
Do you worry that this could be something long term?
Yeah, no. I mean, I've played with a torn labrum before and played pretty well. I'm not too concerned about it.
You've done a lot of things. You like challenges. Would you try to play a game left-handed?
I have before. I have.
What year was that?
04, I think. I did 04, 06, 03. I've done it before.
What was your injury? Do you remember?
Separated shoulder.
You just said you've played with a torn labrum before. Do you think it's torn now?
No, but you asked me if I've ever played with this type of injury before. No. Sure. I have. Yeah.
This game was weird. 1-point game for 3 quarters. What changed after that?
Horrible defense. Layups at the rim.
What's it like for you, Kobe, to be in and out of the lineup? You haven't played in 6 days, the whole rest versus rust thing. What's it like for you?
No, it's nothing for me. I mean, it's like riding a bike. I mean, I get out there, I make plays, and some games we knock down shots, some games we don't. But it's not. The way I'm playing right now is really like riding a bike when I play. It's not overly complicated for me.
So what you're saying is it's more instinct than anything at this point? It's more instinct that you're playing on at this point than...
Just read the flow. I mean, I just read the defense and see what they're giving up and then try to make them pay. I mean, it's no different than a quarterback sitting in the pocket. You just try to make the right reads and make the right plays. I feel okay. I mean, it's a little achy, but I feel okay.
Lawrence, said something you lately has been kind of an effort to catch you up from the amount of minutes you were playing earlier. Do you have a sense of where your body is at and how long that process might take before you're back right again?
No, I feel fine. I feel fine. I mean, we make a lot of it, but the reality is I'm doing some pretty phenomenal things in 30 minutes.
All right, what are you picking up from Kobe there? Obviously, the dramatic theater lighting right there was nice for Kobe. Listen, he said, yeah, I've played with a torn labrum before. I don't know how bad it is. Thinks he did it on the dunk. Sounds like we won't know.
All I can say is, grandfather time just creeps around, and when you try to do something that, you shouldn't be trying to do anymore, he pulls you back in. I don't know, man. I don't know when it happened. I didn't see it. I don't know if it, to me, it didn't look like it happened.
You didn't seem that concerned, Coach.
No, but what concerns me as a coach is that all of a sudden we're starting to see little things. Yeah. And then it's this thing, then it's that thing. And, I mean, you're looking at Kobe that had 3 days off, and we thought that he was going to play, and then he didn't play. Then he comes back, meets the team, makes this road trip. So as James alluded to, with Father Time, it's like having that Ferrari. It's a fine-tuned car, but all of a sudden, this goes wrong. Then this goes wrong, and that goes wrong. And we know he's getting the best care. He knows his body. We've said this for years. He knows it better than anybody. But it just concerns me that it's one little thing after another. It's Father Time.
It's really a weird time, too, at the end of your career when you're searching for stuff and you just don't have it. Your mind is telling you to do certain things, and your body is like, hell no, we're done. We're not doing this anymore. And it's hard to navigate from that. So that's where he is. A lot of jumpers tonight, a lot of short jumpers, and the inability to, it's, Kobe the Great. He's tough. the end of your
6
career.
for 14, 14 points.
And, you know,
7
another
rebounds.
thing is when you don't play games, you don't stretch like you should. And, again, that could possibly aggravate it. But it did, to me, it looked like he got hurt on the dunk, and he grabbed his shoulder after that. So,
you know, it's a thing we all talk about at the barber shops and gyms and for weekend warriors. Do you rest versus rust? And rust versus rest? I mean, you just don't know the answer when you're dealing with the body.
What kind of cut you guys get at the barbershop, you three?
Oh. Well, I can tell you this, for the three of us, it's a quick one.
I shave my own head, and I save a lot of money,
I know,
too.
and you look good,
Thank
too.
you.
Coach, 360, Access 360, we're going to break it down. Good and bad, what do you have?
I'd like a good and bad. I mean, when I looked out there at times, I saw the Lakers moving the basketball and getting it to the second side, but I'm going to tell you this. I didn't like the defense. When it's a one-point game going into the third quarter and you come out and they go on a 13-2 run, your defense isn't aggressive nor disruptive. So I'm going to take you to the wall, and I'll show you some good, and I'll show you a little bit of bad here on the Access 360 wall. I always like to start with the good because you want to grab the player's attention. And here we're going to see offensively a little two-man game. Ed Davis is going to set this a pick, and now Kobe Bryant is going to navigate into the middle looking for a seam. No go right there. He's going to kick it out. Now on the other side, they're going to get into a pick and roll. This time, Price and Jay Hill. And he's going to navigate inside. Now, I like to drop to Ed Davis, but right here, we've got 3 defenders. So you're going to see Jordan Hill be able to dive with the direct line. And I like the big-to-big pass. It's a quick cut. He's rewarded. Now, what I didn't like about the defense right here, it's proactive. Or not proactive, excuse me, it's reactive. Now, the screen gets set on Swaggy P, and as they roll, if you freeze it right here, cardinal sin. I don't know what Booz is looking at. He doesn't see his man. He should be here with his butt to the baseline seeing the ball. Now, same thing with Jeremy Lin. He breaks his principles. He sees the ball. He loses sight of his man who's going to make a basket cut. And now he's beat. Booz has got to come up. He's got to crack back. It's all being 5 guys on a string, and there were 2 points in the paint. And those, again, I beat it like a drum. Little things, principles, you know, offense. If somebody forgets a screen, if somebody doesn't time a cut, it messes everything up. In defense, if something messes up, if you get beat, and you know this better than anybody, somebody's got to come stop the ball. And then when you go stop the ball, Worthy says on the other side, well, Coop just helped a teammate. Now I got to help my teammate. And Worthy takes yours. And there's no science. We call it the closest man principle. If the ball is not guarded, somebody takes it, and then it's a chain reaction. I'm not seeing that. I messed up when I got proactive and reactive mixed up. This team was extremely reactive, especially on that 13-2 run in the fourth.
You know, it's a coach's responsibility is to coach and teach you during the week. But what I don't see is players holding each other accountable. If I missed an assignment defensively, you better believe the Coop was going to be in my face, in my grill, telling me that I better not do it again. And you don't see that with these guys. They don't get into each other. And sometimes you have to monitor each other constructively without getting upset. You don't see that. We were always in each other's faces. You know, we loved each other. That's why, but we were always holding each other accountable.
Coop, do you agree with that? Because today's day and age, if a guy gets into a teammate on the court, it's blown up with social media and they have a big problem, but it's just normal sports, man. I used to fight with teammates all the time.
Yes, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. Again, I think that it's about being nice now. You don't want to step on each other's toes. And the nice guys finish last, and I think that's the important thing here. You have to hold each other accountable, and the Lakers aren't doing that.
Yeah, watch the Thunder game. Westbrook and Durant do it all the time. All right, let's go back to the Lakers locker room. John Irons there with Wesley Johnson.
Close game.